everybody, and welcome to the Gotham mid-season premiere review titled Rogues Gallery. This is the 11th episode of the pilot season of Gotham, and so far it's doing pretty well. This episode wasn't the best, in my opinion, but it was a really good introduction to see what they could do from the show moving forward with Gordon working at Arkham and all that. Let's get into the top 5. Number 5, Penguin's put in jail. He raises taxes on some fishermen that work for Maroni and his gang, and Maroni doesn't like that. So Maroni calls in the cops and they arrest Penguin. It just shows that Penguin's trying to get power where he doesn't have it yet. So he's getting a little anxious, getting a little impatient, I guess you would say. But it is really neat to see Penguin trying to get all this power, and Maroni kind of saying, "You're not that powerful yet. You're not powerful, period." But Maroni doesn't like Penguin's ambition. So that is something that Penguin definitely use in the future, I would imagine. So just more of the two gangs, Maroni and Falcone's, their dichotomy and how all their in-gang stuff is working right now. They didn't really butt heads at all this episode, but we did see development in both gangs. Number 4, we see Kat or Selena again, and she finds Ivy sick, and so Kat takes her to Gordon's place, which of course Gordon is at. He's working at Arkham all the time, and Barbara's now with the MCU, Major Crimes Unit. Yeah, MCU lady, I forget her name. By the way, they had a big falling out. I didn't write that in my notes, but they had a big falling out, and now she's all alone. And Barbara tried calling Gordon, but Ivy picked up, and Ivy pretended that she's like a mistress for Gordon, and Barbara, of course, got pissed. Something's wrong with Barbara. I don't know what it is. Maybe she'll be admitted to Arkham, and we'll see the two interact. My eyebrow is not that one, the other one. Number 3, Gordon and Bullock team up at Arkham. Gordon calls the police on what's going on at Arkham, which I'll explain in a little bit. And Bullock rushes to help Gordon, and Bullock's overexcited to see Gordon again. Bullock's much more of a downer kind of guy, but he was very upbeat and very rambunctious in this episode. It was really nice to see that kind of character being portrayed by this guy. Just a little side note, the guy who plays Bullock was in Ghost Rider with, I think it was 2008 when that came out. I don't know. It was right when Marvel started releasing all their movies, like Iron Man and stuff. The one with Nicolas Cage that wasn't really good that my brother loves for some reason. I didn't like the movie. Anyway, number 2. It was like 2. There we see more development in the Falcone crime family. Fish is trying to move up in the world, but there's someone in her way. The next guy in line to take up Falcone's spot in the family, I don't know his name, but he's been friends with Butch for a long time, so Fish kind of has Butch talk to him, and at one point it looks like Butch is turning on Fish, but in the end, Butch looks like for sure he's turning on Fish. He says, "Yeah, I'll join you. I need you to forgive me something real quick," and then shoots him in the head, and Butch kills the guy. So that takes him out of the line of family that will replace Falcone when he falls. I imagine by the end of the season, Falcone will fall, and someone will replace him. Something big will happen in the crime families, but that has yet to happen yet. We just see more politics pretty much going on, but it was a really nice political development in the Falcone crime family. And finally, number 1, the venue of choice for the Rogues Gallery is Arkham Asylum. At the end of the episode Lovecraft, the mid-season finale for Gotham, Gordon is fired, basically. Pretty much, he's given an ultimatum by the mayor, and he says, "Work at Arkham or you can quit." And Gordon decided to go work at Arkham, and we see him at work now in the asylum with a bunch of these psychopaths. That was pretty much the big story for this episode. We see Leslie Tompkins being introduced. She is apparently a big role, but I don't know what she does or who she is. She's related to Bruce Wayne's story at some point in the comics. I don't really know, to be honest. But it's really cool to see Arkham full and running. Kind of, it was a madhouse. It's a madhouse. Yes, it's Arkham Asylum. But it's not a well-oiled machine like it is in times that Batman's running around with Gordon being commissioner. Right now he's just a guard at Arkham, not even part of the GCPD anymore. It was a decent episode, good return to the show, and it definitely opened up to a lot of opportunities at Arkham and developments there with a bunch of crazy psychopaths that we know and love from the Batman era of Gotham. 20 years, 30, 40 years down the road from where we are right now in the show, which we'll never see Batman, unfortunately. It's one bad thing about the show that they set up all these things and show you what the city's going to be in the future that we know it in the popular time era of Batman, but they can never go through those promises and those little Easter eggs because you're never going to see Batman or Poison Ivy or Catwoman or Two-Face or the Riddler, Penguin. Well, we see Penguin. Penguin is Penguin, but not the power crime runner that we know him in as the Penguin. But that is all for this episode. I'm going to give this one a solid, I keep saying solid, sometimes not solid, 3.5 I would think. It's not the best episode, but it did open up a lot. If it didn't open up a lot, it would have been a 3. It wasn't the best episode. No, I'm going to give it a 3. I didn't care for it. The story was meh. The politics was probably the best part. The only reason why Gordon working at Arkham got the #1 spot is because it opened the door for a lot of opportunities in future episodes. So I'm looking forward to those future episodes. The show is still enjoyable. I recommend it still. It's just, if you want a good DC show, go to the CW for Arrow and Flash, or watch Constantine. I haven't watched Constantine. It hasn't piqued my interest. It has a very supernatural feel, and I don't care for supernatural. That's all. I've been Epic Gamer. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless. See them.